When it comes to the off season, I am not someone that's watching practice each and every day. Now I know Ohio State they're selling, or the NIL collective Ohio State is selling football tickets where you can watch a couple practices of Ohio State. But I still don't think you're going to be able to get a true litmus test of the quarterbacks off of 2 days of practice. I don't know about that, but I've always kept the same mindset in terms of heading into a season. I'm not a guy that's saying this person should start. I'm not seeing them every day in practice. Now, when the games start and we're seeing how it's playing out and how it's affecting the entire team and our ability to win or lose games, I think obviously not just me, but anybody watching the game of football can, give an opinion or say maybe why this person or that person should start over this person. But right now the case is being made for Kyle McCord, and one thing they use is experience. He's been, in a Ryan Day system a few years, which that's a very, very valid point. I don't want to hear, I've seen people mention that he's a five-star quarterback a couple years ago. I think that has nothing to do with it. Just because you're a five-star doesn't mean it's going to translate to the field. And I also don't like how they're saying, okay, he's a five-star a couple years ago versus an incoming 4 or 5-star. He has more experience being a college football 5-star. That doesn't really make any sense. I do think there was a valid point made is he's had in-game experience before one against Akron. Now, that's in-game experience, but are we really gauging it off of Akron? It's going to be a tough task. I think what you have to do is stick with it. Because CJ, he didn't look the best against Minnesota. Came right home and lost to Oregon. They still stuck with him at quarterback. So I think it's going to be some growing pains, for whoever you pick. But I don't want to get into another situation where we have to do the JT Barrett and the Cardell Jones situation. I don't want to see that again. I'm good on that. 2015 are probably the best team I've ever seen compared to maybe the 2019 Buckeye team. That at Ohio State, obviously you could talk about, the Alabama teams in the 2019 LSU, whatever, but 2-quarterback system, I don't want to see that. Whoever you go with, stick with them. If you want to go with McCord, I'm fine. Devin Brown, I'm fine. If you want to go with Lincoln, anyone else, I'm fine. But stick with it. There's going to be growing pains. But I don't want you to use that. Maybe this person was a 5-star before they should start. I think that makes no sense. And I don't want the Akron game to be the only reason why Kyle McCord should start. He played against Akron. I don't want to hear that. How are we going to fare against Indiana? And who's going to give us the best chance to tread water, which just looks solid, and then go to Notre Dame and beat Notre Dame? That should be the goal. That should be our focus right now, because Ohio State has a lot of road games. They're not playing as many home games as they're not playing as many home games as they had in years past. So we need that guy to be ready for the road games. And then the ones that are playing at home, we're playing Penn State. And this is James Franklin's best Penn State team since the year that they had Chris Godwin and Saquon and McSorley and those guys in 2016. So we'll see how this goes. I'm excited to see who will be the quarterback, but I don't want you to judge it off the Akron game or them being a 5-star. Who gives us the best chance to